So number 4 is a significant number. It's, it's related to love. It's related to the structures and the foundations in our life. That's what the 4th house information tells us. The 4th house information tells us that, the number 4 is representative of, or is concerned with home and property. These things here, where we come from, what our lives are built on, what we build on, what we have to create with, the resources that we have or have been taught or have been given to us. And it's those resources that we now can create with. It's those resources that now we can control, those resources now that we can help to sustain a level of security for our lives. So for me, when I'm doing my own notes, or when I talk to you guys about, I spend time with the energies, and I really, really do spend time with the energies. And after my meditation back in October time, this is what I came up with. So I'm going to go through these pretty quickly. So 2020 for us all is about establishing new structures, working within new structures that you've helped to create. And by you, I mean the journey that you've been on in 2019. That journey that you've been on in 2019 has helped you to create these new structures in your lives now. So we're going to be applying acquired wisdom. We're going to be applying what we've learned in 2019. We're going to be applying that now in 2020, which means that we're going to be taking calculated risks. We'll be trying new things. There'll be trial and error potentially. We'll be connecting with other people. We're going to be feeling much more truthful. I mean, I said last year, I feel like I should be talking to you when I'm saying this. I feel like you should be able to see my face. But you can't, because I'm not looking. Anyway, I digress, darling. There's going to be better communication this year because we've learned about truth in 2019. There's been no avoiding truth. I told you that at the beginning of 2019. And everyone kept saying, stop bloody repeating yourself. Well, look what happened, yeah? It was a lesson in reality, 2019. And now we're coming into 2020. Now we're in 2020. If you're watching this in 2020, we are able to communicate our truths. We have to communicate our truths. You should be feeling motivated. You should be feeling inspired, potentially more creative, more at ease with sharing yourself, your truth, your ideas with others. There'll be deepening commitments, deepening friendships, and new love, new relationships. Less anxiety in 2020 and more certainty. Yes, some nerves, it's feeling the fear and doing it anyway, but we're making moves in 2020 and we're taking action in 2020. This year is about growing self-confidence and your willingness to try new and do more. And it's this that helps you to apply and to show the world that what you've learned, yes, since 2019, but really since 2016 when the last transit, this 3-year transit that we've been under, and which ends at the end of 2019, to be honest with us, and now we're moving into a brand new cycle in 2020. So there's a lot that you've learnt. It's a great year for the entrepreneur or anyone going for promotions because you now understand your worth. 2019 and the last 3 years have shown you that you now understand your worth. Even if you're applying skills in a slightly different area or environment, you can be confident that you're headed in the right direction and that you're healing as well, that you're healing in the right direction. Okay, you may feel some trepidation, but the strongest feeling is inspiration. You feel ready to take a chance in 2020, and that is a real key and important message for you. And that's what number 4, that's what 2020, the energies of number 4, the energies of 2020, that's what they indicate about what you're going to be experiencing, about what we're going to be experiencing, about what we're going to be feeling. Okay, when we have number 4 as well, we're, as I said, these new structures that we've established, it can suggest that, you can watch other astrology videos for this, to be fair, but it can suggest that there is going to be things are changing, and we notice that with the transits at the end of 2019. How that talks about nods towards political change, political unrest, and also the terrible weather that we've been having. So it suggests either there's going to be a lot more of that in 2020 or a lot less of that, but that just depends on how we interpret that information. Okay, so we are going to start now with our tarot part of our reading. Okay, so we're going to start with Capricorn or January. So we're going to look at January first of all. We're going to look at the key energies for January, and then we're going to have a bit more, I'll give a bit more depth for Capricorn, and then we'll move on to February and Aquarius. And finally, obviously, we'll move to Scorpio in November and Sagittarius in December. Okay, so we'll work our way through 2019 by looking at each of the months now. So let's get started.